Lovely people of the internet. My name is Alexander, and I'm here to take you through Aledin School Time. Aledin School Time is a school management system that is used to manage schools, various part of school management. For instance, student management, school fees. Okay, and it makes things a lot more easier when you are managing a school. Okay, when you talk of school reporting, cards, and all that. Yeah, so I'll go through with you. First of all, I'll open the products website, that is http aledinsystems.com. Enter. So this is the official website of Aledin Systems. They are the developers of products like Aledin School Time. So when you go down, this is the home page of Aledin Systems, and this is the chief technical officer of Aledin Systems. So you say you are welcome to the official website of Aledin Systems. So it was founded in 2016 and has been to provide and customize software for school management. So they figure out what you want. That is, they are into computer networking training, that is virtual and face-to-face, customized software development, website development services. Okay, so they also provide educational institutions a software solution capable of managing almost all aspects of the school, right from managing student information through performance assessment, continuous assessment, to electronic elections. Oh, so you can use the software to conduct your elections. Yeah, so there is another software solution for both schools and students. So this software package helps students to conduct their exams on computers, allowing computers to mark scripts immediately after exams. So on the part of students, it helps in learning through the 3 modes of tests or exam presented for them to do. So when you go down, you see some customers. So we have Glorious Kids Preparatory School, which is in Aidu, Takrady. Then we have Tezak International School, Chapel Hill, Takrady. We have Ahineba International School, which is in Asake, Takrady. And then Odarin Christian School, Dansoman, last stop. Then we also have UNESCO Modern School, which is in Kumasi, Buedi. See, all right. So what are they saying? Okay, so when you click on Glorious Kit like this, it says, I cannot think of a better solution than the school management system developed and customized for me by Aledin Systems. See, it has given me invaluable peace of mind running my school. There are many beneficial features like student attendance, registration, admission letter, enrollment, assessment, graduation certificate, envelopes, ID card, complement. So you see more and more. So here it says more than 100 features. Okay, so when you click Tezak is also saying we have realized what the school management system can do for us. Looking at the size of our school, the customized solution Aledin System delivered was able to do student assessment within just a day. It is incredibly remarkable. They came in as normal but delivered extraordinary. Okay, so you can go through, when you open the website, you can go through it. We have more clients here. We have Rokan Academy, Benstar Preparatory, Sakis Foundation, Kings and Queens Academy, Precious Elan, Reverend A.T. Nate. So they are all there. So you can go there and read. Yeah. So when it comes to our services, I will not talk much about the services. so I'll not talk much about the services, but you can go through and check for yourself. Then we also have the product. So as I talked about, we have Aledin School Time, and then we also have Aledin Test Manager for students. And the first one is for schools, and then the Test Manager is for students. And you can download all from this website, or the software from website. Okay, so when you talk of school administration model, we have manage school information, manage term information, and all that. So a lot here. It says more than 105 features just to help you manage your school. Yeah. And then we have the models. We have school student models, we have the school assessment model, school fees model, school SMS, that is text messages to phones, to parent phones and all that. And can send SMS alert payment, SMS alert absenteeism, customer. So you can read all for yourself. Exam management model, so you can set some objective questions and all that, you see, so you can read for yourself. Employee management, so that is employee attendance management, signatures, daily attendance and all that. We have teacher notes, scheme of work, lesson note, reference, payroll. We have salary, information about salary. Then we have electronic elections. Yeah, so you can go through, and then you can download the software from here. When you click on this, it will download the latest software for Windows operating system. And then for the software to work, you have to make sure your operating system or your computer is equipped to run. We call it the prerequisite. Okay, so you need the report engine. Okay, so after downloading the Aledin School Time, you also need to download and install the report engine. Okay, and then you also need to install Crystal report for MS Visual Studio 2008. So it's here, and then you can also install this, and then that is the Access Database Engine 207. And then we also have the Microsoft.NET Framework 3.5. So your system should be updated. It should be updated. So if you don't have the .NET Framework 3.5, it will not work for you. Yeah. Okay. So feel free to go through the website. Okay. Then we have contact here. In case you need to contact us, there is a contact form here. You can put in your school name and then the details, and then you select a subject, whatever you want us to clarify for you, and then you can put any message here and then click on contact us. Whatever you put here, when you click contact us, we'll get an email. You also get a copy of the email informing us to contact you. Okay, so that is it. So if you want to download the software, you go to product here, and then you scroll down to downloads, and then you download the Aledin School Time here, and then you download and install the report engine and Crystal report, and then you make sure your system is up to date with .NET Framework 3.5. The software is equipped with Microsoft Sheet. So whenever you want to register bulk students, for instance, you can register like 500 students at a go. You need to be able to import and export to Excel. So if that is not working, then you have to download and install Microsoft Access Database Engine 207 for it to work. Yeah, great. So that is the website. You can go through, and then you can contact us. Thank you very much. I will minimize this, and then today what we are going to do, we are going to cover these topics in Aledin School Time. Okay, all right, so about 24 items here, or 24 tasks here. The first one, create a school, and activating a school, create academic year details, activating an academic year. Okay, create user groups. All right, and then you create users. After creating the users, you can also create staff from the users, okay, or employees from the users by linking them to the users. All right, then you can also create class names, create classes for the academic year, create first term for each class, create student or registered student, enroll student in first class terms, create school fees account for the current class term. So all these things we are going to go through. So you can pause the video and then just go through it one by one, but we're going to start with create a school. But before we create a school, we need to download the software and install it, and then the account that you need to use to log in is admin. Okay, so we are on the first one. Create a school. All right, so I'll go ahead and then open the software. So I'll minimize this and then open the software. Aledin School Time, that is school management system. I double click on it and then it will load. So it is loading. All right, so this is the login screen of Aledin School Time. So you can see that you can use your ID and then the password here. Okay, and then you see how these are changing. These are features, okay, and they are changing at the rate of 1 second. So 1 second, every 1 second these features change. So 1, 4, 8, 7, you see. So, but you can change the pace. So if you say 15 seconds, then it's going to stay for 15 seconds, okay, before it changes. So here it says feature conduct paperless elections. Okay, so conduct any kind of election such as head boy and head girl. So you see after 15 seconds it has changed. So we have student management, register and enroll student within seconds. You can also use Android, iPhone and Google Drive Assist. Okay, so one-click assessment, SMS, management student fees, bills and payment, you see, and all that. Okay, so that is it. All right, so I'll go ahead and log in with admin, enter, and then admin, enter. Okay, so this is the first screen we have here. And I use admin to log in. So you can see the user admin. So the admin is the administrator. Okay, all right, and this is today's dates, and then we have teams here, so you can change the teams. Okay, something like that. And when you change it, the team is specific to the user. All right, okay, then when you look down here, we have the server. The database server condition is excellent. We also have the status. The status shows the number of active days left for the software to operate. Then auto attendance, SBA, that's school-based assessment disabled. We have total enrollment. We have total enrollment too in this academic year 2020 and 2021 term 3. So then we have news flash over here. So this is the dashboard. Okay, we have the news flash. It tells you the week number 42. Then it tells you about some information over here, and it keeps changing at certain rates. Okay, so here attendance type and all that. We have the academic term details and all that. Okay, and then here we have quick icons or quick buttons, all right, tasks for you to do. So here is student cards, where you can get student ID cards, student exams card and other numbers. And then we have employee cards to see what you can get. Then we have objective, that is examination center, where you conduct objective examination. Okay, and then we have electronic elections, we have teachers notes, and then we have tutorials. So we have some tutorials in the software. It comes with the software, but we keep updating the software, so you make sure you look for the current tutorial. Okay, you can check it out on YouTube. Yeah, you can check it out on YouTube by just typing the name or whatever you are searching for. Okay, then we have here some shortcuts to frequently tasks that you undertake, you know. So under students, you like to do registration, you like to do bulk students, okay, like their information and all that. So you manage a bulk students, yes. And then we have enrollment. Okay, for there's one thing registering a student and another thing enrolling them into classes. Okay, and then we also have daily register. So these are just shortcuts. All right, it's a dashboard. So imagine if you are a driver, okay, and sitting in your car, we have the dashboard. Okay, so this is sort of a dashboard for you to have access to frequently used tasks or operations. Okay, when it comes to assessment, we have school-based assessment, general assessment, kiddie assessments, and the rest. So we have employees, okay, payroll, user DT roster, smart account, where you create your account, you pay your school fee, you set up fees and all that. And then when it comes to reports, we have report, data center, calendar, SMS, performance, tests, dashboard. Okay, and these are also quick shortcut to certain things. All right, so for instance, you can import classes and terms. Okay, so normally you create the terms in the classes one by one, but you can also import classes and terms from the previous, the previous classes and terms. Okay, so it makes your work more easier. All right, and then we also have assessment system over here. We have manage auto remarks and all that. We have manage student unique fee items, upload bulk pictures, yes. We have student bill by parents, parent subject, and then we also have shortcuts also here. These are very important. We have the quick settings, so you can just go there to set up your system. We have you got new students? Click here. So it helps you to export Excel sheet containing detailed headings for students, so that you can just import them straight. We have Aledin graphs, we have manage term holidays, monitor user, manage databases, manage database server. Okay, and then we also have administration, where you manage the schools, classes, terms, And then here, these are the general options. You go there to do some to set some settings, okay. And then memos, so you can send emails, memos, and then the SMTP settings, right? And then here we have employee attendance, okay. Yeah, so I may not be able to show you everything, but if you go through it step by step, you should be able to find your way. Okay, so we have the menu. All right, that's the menu bar. We have file, view, report too. So the task under these menus, okay, we have provided shortcut to most of them on the dashboard. Okay, you can actually close the dashboard by clicking close the dashboard. So we have closed the dashboard. If you want to bring the dashboard back, you go to view dashboard and open dashboard. So it has come again. Have you seen? Yes. So you can go to file, log off. You see admin logged in, so you can log off admin, then you can exit. You can go to new, register student, manage bulk student, enroll. You see, so we have all these things, administration and all that. We go to view, we have welcome screen, background, picture, school information and all that. When you go to report, we have this over here. When you go to tools, we have a lot, employees, email messages. I think I have a message over here. Who is disturbing my tutorial? Let me see. Okay, yeah, I'll have a look at it later. Okay, so we have tools, we have import students, mini notices, create envelopes, smart parent. So we have a lot. Okay, assessment, school setup, wizard, swap, student photo, and a whole lot. We have preferences, we have options, that the general option, account, salary, subject, teacher, and all that. So you can go through and see. Add-on, that is where we have the graduation photos, employee ID cards, exam center, where you can set objective examination, and then marking theme and all that. So elections, teachers note, reference material. Then we go to Windows, and then we go to help. So help, we also have PDF tutorial. When you click on it, you see a tutorial on it, so you can go through the tutorial for yourself. Okay, you can go through the tutorial. Yes, can go through the tutorial. Okay, you can click here, the bookmarks. Okay, then you click on where you want to go. Okay, you click on where you want to go. For instance, if you want to go to registration, let's say, okay, let me say assessment, assessed, import student score. Okay, so import student score, when you click on it, you see you have the steps over here, how to go about it. Yeah. Okay, then we also have tutorials on YouTube. Okay, now I have the call, so I have to pause it. I will come back. Okay, welcome back. All right, so help. We also have tutorials on YouTube, so you can go to YouTube. So let me see if I can go to YouTube. Go to open Google Chrome, and I go to YouTube, youtube.com. Then I search for Aledin school time. Okay, so we have Aledin school time here. Okay, so we have a lot of tutorials here. You can have a look at it. Yes, you can have a look at it. Let me open this one.
Welcome once again. My name is Alexander Kwesi Amwa. We are doing a video tutorial series on Aledin School Time version 1.1.
You see this?
Hello, welcome back. In this section, we are going to learn how to create users, how to create user groups. Okay, all right. You go to tools, and then you go to employees, and you go to
here 2019 video tutorial series.
Good day everyone, you are warmly welcome to this video tutorial session. You can refer to me as Alexander.
Student, when you click on it, how to really say student. You can all these resources you can just go there and then continue. So we also have active day country code license information. The license information is about your software, the license for your software, whether is properly licensed. Okay, there are some people, they like hacking software, which is not good. They are not encouraging us, you understand? Yeah, so you make sure you buy from the right source, and then you help us continue and make more changes that will help. Yeah, so that is the about. Yeah, okay, so this is some hot introduction to Aledin school time. So we'll start by creating a school. So how do you create a school? How do you create a school? All right, so after login, we have this dashboard. So all we can do is we can go to administration, or you can go to file, new, administration. Okay, or you can just click administration from here. Yes, so that is this. We want to create a new school. So first of all, we need a school name. So we say create new school, and then we'll put the name of the school there. So we can say Aledin Pro, or I can say Aledin Tutorial School. Okay, Aledin Tutorial School. Then the category we have, let's say international school. The contact person, we can say Aledin. Then the first academic year, so let's say let's choose academic year, which is let's say 2025. Let me see, 2022. Yes, so this is our first academic year, 2022 2023. So date founded, let's leave this one. Okay, so 28. Then we go to the purpose of the school. So let's say to help Aledin school time users in using this software, or I would say to help create Aledin School Time Professionals. I think it sounds good. The mission, you can put the same thing here if you like. You can put this, but you have to put your mission there. So by to create by putting more video. How do you spell video? It's like this: video tutorials on YouTube. Okay, so what is our vision? Our vision, so in the next 5 years we would want to become one of the best school management software developers in the world. Okay, so developers, so something like this. Examination, I will not worry much about this. This for BC was just to generating how do you call it, examination numbers. Okay, yeah. Then we have geographical, so location. Where is the location? Now you can say location is Takrady, postal, say box, AP, PO box 3333. Okay, telephone 02 can put something there. Email, I put info@aledinsystems.com. Then notes, you can put anything there. Okay, tutorial school, so something like that. Then you can create says verify email needed. So I think there is something here. Let me remove the comma there and create again. Yes, so school created successfully. So right now I have a school number for the school. All right, okay. All right, so that is it. We've been able to create a school, but we need a school crest. So if you have a school crest, you can choose school crest. Let me see if I've got any crest that I can use. So let's see, picture. I don't have any school crest here. Let's go to the internet to see if we can have a school crest. Okay, so we have some school crest. So let me see if I can use this. Yes, let me see, save image. I will save it in pictures. Over here I will say pictures, save. Okay, all right, so this is the school crest. Right, let me see if I can do some small editing using Paint. You know, Paint is a very special tool. If you know how to use it, it's very good. So that is it. So that is the school crests. So Bay City Christian School, I don't know where that is. Okay, All right, so I have my image in my Crest in pictures. So all I need do is to come to school Crest, click on the school Crest. Whilst you have your what do you call your school here, you click on school Crest, then you navigate to where the picture is. I don't know where the picture, where is the okay, picture, and then I look for my Crest. So this is it. Then yeah, so right now I've created a school, I've given it a Crest. The next on our tutorial is to activate this school that we have created. Okay, so what do we do? Activating a school. So we have this. So if you want to activate a school, you click the school name here. Okay, you click the school name here. Here we have NCC Education UK. So when you click on it, it will say, do you want to set your school for management in Aledin School Time? Then you say yes. When you say yes, then you click on the search button over here, and then you look for your school. I think I made it Aledin, so you start typing it and then it will come. You select it and then you click select, then you click on activate and set Aledin School Time to manage the school. So that is it. So we have activated the school. So the next thing that we have to do is to exit from our school, exit from the software, okay, and then you open it again, and then you put login details, and here we are. Here we are. So we have Aledin Tutorial School. Aledin Tutorial School. So Aledin Tutorial School. Oh, we didn't save the Crest, did we? No. So we'll set the Crest again. Yeah, and then we update. Yes, so that is it. So the next time you go out and come in again, you'll see that the Crest is also there together with the name of the school. Right, so right now what we have done is we've been able to create a school and we've been able to activate it. Now the third one is create academic year details. So in every academic year there are details like when the academic year is starting, ending, and all that. So how do you do that? So we'll minimize this, and then we are on create academic year details. So let's say we want to create 2025. Okay, it's an academic year, so we're going to create the details. All right, let's minimize this. All right, so to do that, you go to you go to general options. Okay, you can also have it under preferences, okay, options, or you click general options. So when you click general options, you have access to the general options form. So here there is a drop down here, select option name. So you click in it, and then it will say term date. Okay, term date. So you click term dates, and then when this form comes, there's a form on your right side. You select the academic year. Okay, 2025. Let's say 2025 to 2026. Okay, all right, and then we have term 1, and then it is starting 28 June today and ending, let's say, 3 months later. So let's see, it's 26. Okay, and then the midterms we're going to have about 2 midterms. Holidays, we're going to have about 3 holidays. Let's forget about the kiddie assessment. We'll talk about that later in another tutorials. They've got to do with assessment and all that. Okay, then the midterm start date, we can put it let's say 28 July, and then reopening, that is for the second term. Okay, this is first term. So when school vacate, when is the next term coming off, so let's say to come off, let's say on the 15th, or let's say on the 20th, okay, of September. All right, so after doing these things, just click on calculate the number of term days. There is a button here, so when you click it, you see that we have the number of weeks, 9, and then the term days, that is 38 days. Okay, so what you do is that you click on create. Okay, so right now term date successfully created. So this means that we have been able to create an academic year. Okay, at the same time we have provided its details. All right, so these are the details of the academic year term 1. Okay, yeah, so we click on OK, right, then we close it. So we've been able to create academic year details. So the academic year details, when you create it, is going to you need to have details like what the term that you were creating, and then the detail, the starting, the ending, the next opening date, the mid-term days, holidays and all that. And then there is a button in it. When you click on it, it's going to calculate the number of days, term days, and then number of weeks for you. Okay, so that is it. We have created it indeed, but we have not activated it. So we're going to activate that particular academic thing that we have done. So you click let me mark this one. So we are going to activate the academic year that we have created. So what we will do is that we go to quick settings. Okay, quick settings, I think we'll also have it here somewhere, that is school preferences. Yeah, you can use this or you can use this. Okay, and then we go to current term, and then we choose 2025 2026, then we choose term 1. Okay, term 1 is terminal. The terminal here means that it is within the academic year, and is It's not terminal. Like if you say terminal, then it means that you are in the same, the next term is going to be in the same academic year. But when you choose promotional, promotional means that the next term will be under a different, or the next academic year. Okay, so that it will inform the software to do certain tasks at the end of the academic year. So you choose terminal here. Okay, and then that is all you need to do. So you select the academic year that you created, and then the term, you see term 1, and here you make sure it is terminal. Okay, we have other things here, but that will come under a different tutorial. See. All right, so after doing that, after setting the academic year, the term and term type, then you click on save and close. So now the current academic year, you can find it here, is 2025-2026, and it's term 1, and then the total enrollment is 0. So it means that we have made 0 enrollment in this term. In other words, we have also activated the academic year and term so that the system will know that it is indeed managing a student or the school within this period. Okay, all right. So we have been able to create a student, activate a school, create academic year details, activating an academic year. All good. All right, the next thing that we're going to talk about is create user groups. Create user groups. Okay, you know, the software is such that you can create so many users and assign roles or assign tasks for them to do. But in order to expedite these actions, we need what we call the user groups. The user groups, for instance, we have 3 or 4 users who are going to use the account feature of the software. Then it means that anytime you create a user, you need to assign the user the features of the roles of an accountant, or how do you call it? You see, so each time you create the user, you need to do them one by one. But if you create the user groups, then it means that let's say you create a user group accountants. Okay, so all accountants, they are able to do specific roles. Okay, or their roles are the same. So you create a name and put all of them under it. So anytime you want to create a user accountant, you create a user and then you assign the user group to the user instead of doing it one by one. Okay, I will show you. So for instance, we are at create user groups. So let me give it another color. So create user groups, that is what we are going to do now. Let us minimize this, and then from the dashboard we go to let's say preferences, we'll go to tools, yes, then we go to employees, and then we go to user groups. Okay, so we click on user groups. So when you come here, you see that we have, when you click group name, we have let's say academics. So academics, we don't have any group, any members. Okay, we don't have any members. The description, you give a brief description of what all those users who come under academic user group can do. You understand? So the academics, they can when it comes to student information, they can view student information, they can view history, they can manage student information, they can when it comes to student enrollment, they can view student enrollment, they can enroll students, they can disenroll students. When you come here, the same thing. Okay, but when you come to accounts, because they are academics, they are not allowed to view account or manage account. They are not allowed to even record transaction. They are not allowed to send SMS or delete SMS. Okay, let's select another group, accountant. Okay, so accountant, they're able to do all this, and then they're able to do the task or the roles under the account and SMS. Okay, currently we don't have users. If you want to add user, you can click add users. Okay, and then when you go to administrator cannot send messages or that. When it comes to developer, yes. When it comes to teachers, see, when it comes to teachers and group, user group, they can manage student information. They can enroll. They can view enrollment, but they cannot enroll and disenroll. Okay, they cannot. When it comes to options, okay, they cannot manage general options. For instance, the academic year that we created, they cannot do that. But they can create subjects. Of course, they can manage subject. They can manage grading. They can manage aggregate. When it comes to administration, teachers are not able to manage the school. They are not able to manage clients. They are not able to manage classes. They are not able to manage terms. Okay. When it comes to application management, they cannot create users and all that. Okay. They cannot create user groups. Okay. They cannot create exams officers and all that. And when it comes to accounting, they cannot send. They cannot manage accounting. Okay. But they can send the SMS. Okay, because I think because of the absenteeism and all that, if a student is absent and the teacher requires to take the roll, okay, the roll call, yeah, when the teacher does it and a student is not there, it will send what message to the parent phone number. Okay, so you can also go to student. As a student, they are not allowed to do all these things except able to view reports and their own reports, you know. Okay, so we have one user there. Presenter. Let's go to administrator. So these are the administrators in the system. Okay, all right. So to create a user group, all you need to do is you put the name here. So you can say tutorial group. Okay, so tutorial group. You can put the description here if you like. All right, and then you create. So so apply privileges. Roles. Let me see. Account administrator. Yes. Oh, okay, it's here. So tutorial group, then you click create new user group, then you create it. So it says user group tutorial group has been created successfully. Okay, you click OK, and as at now, this user group, any user who come under this cannot do any of these things. They are no everywhere. Okay, so select privilege. So we want to assign privileges to tutorial group. So so you can say even you can do one by one. Okay, or you can say select student information. If you click select student information, it means that you want everything to be yes. So if you say this, see, everything is yes. If you say no, everything is no. Okay, when it comes to select options, okay, everything is yes. If you say the select option, everything is no. Have you seen? So that is but if you say select all, you see you have selected all. Okay, deselect all, select all, because account information is sensitive. You see, when you click select all, it doesn't include that unless you do it one by one over here. Okay, so select all, then we say yes, yes, yes. Let me see. So select all accounts, yes, and then select yes here, and then yes here. Okay, then you apply these privileges to the tutorial group. So apply. So privileges apply successfully to user group, tutorial group. Okay, but we don't have any user. All right, so we're going to create a user and assign them. So there are two ways. Either you do it here, you create the user here. So add user. So add user, you can say tutorial user, tutorial user, that is the user ID, and then the name, let's make it tutorial user. Okay, tutorial user, and then the user group, you say user group, tutorial group. Okay, if you like, you can put the email there. So that is this. Then here it says, here it means that we are creating a user. Okay, we have already created tutorial group, but we are creating a user and adding it to the tutorial group. Okay, so we have display user description after login, change password after next login, show welcome. Okay, so something like that. Okay, then you say create. So user profile created under tutorial group. Okay, something like this. So the next time you select tutorial group, you see that tutorial user is here. Okay, so that is how we create the user groups and then users. Okay, all right, so right now let's see if what we created is working. So exit from here, we open it again using tutorial group. So you say tutorial user, yeah, and the password, mind you, anytime you create a user group, a username, the password is the same as the user ID. You see, so you remember we said that change password after next login. So we put a new password. Okay, enter. So password changed successfully for user tutorial user. Okay, and here we are with tutorial user, you see, and then the bracket, what's in the bracket is the group. Okay, all right, so that is it. We can change the themes if you like, you see, and you can also bring the dashboard. Okay, yeah, so this is the dashboard. The dashboard, you see, here is different. When you click here, you see it has changed. When you click this, it has changed. When you click that, yeah, it has changed. When you come to smart account, you can select these things. Okay, so they are the same as the icons over here, and then you can also click on icons to turn all of these to icons, and then text to convert all to text list. Okay, so when it comes to students, it has lists, updates, and all that. When it comes to assessments, we have this over here. When it comes to reports, we have this. When it comes to accounts, we have this. Employees, we have that. Okay, in as much as you can enable this here individually. Okay, you can just click on this icon to change all of them, and then here to change all of them to list. Okay, all right, so this is the user. Okay, and then we have to after creating the user, we have to assign a picture to the user. So when you go to users, have you seen, or you can go to tools, employees, users, it's the same thing. So you click users here, you see the same form, and then you click here to search for the particular user, so tutorial user. Okay, all right, so that is this. We have been able to find it, but it's having a default picture. So how can we put assign a picture to it? All right, before we do that, we are going to create a staff. We are going to create a staff from the user. So see here, we have created user groups, we have created users, and then here we are going to create staff or employees from users. So the user tutorial user that we created, we are going to assign, we are going to link it to an employee or a staff, or we are going to make that user a staff or employee. So how do we do it? We go to users, then you can use the drop down to select, or you can use the search over here to search if there are so many users. Tutorial, see, enter. All right, so as we are here, we click on link to employees, link to employees. So we click on it like this. Okay, so you can see that it is locked, so we have to remove this. Okay, and there is the user ID, the employee title. So here you can give it this, you can give it a male, you can give it married, you can give it secondary. Employee type, let's say teacher. Yeah, qualification from where, I don't know, qualification institution. The subject area, you can choose anything for him. Okay, then you go to health, any medical condition, blood group, sickling, allergy, have any allergy, special diet, I don't know, so something like that. Then you go to social life, contact, so you can put any contact there if you want. Okay, then emergency contact if you want. Then religion, I don't know, you can put it there. Mother, so you can leave it. Okay, you come to payroll. When you come to payroll, this is a user, so I don't want to go to payroll right now. Otherwise, you can set the signature for this particular user. So that's the bank name, address, the thing, Ghana card number, and then signature. You see it has a default signature. Any user you create in the system comes with a 3 dots signature, but you have to update it and change it. Then Ghana card, you can put your Ghana card over here. Okay, all right, so that is it. You can drag the signature here, you can drag you can click and then put browse to the, how do you call it, the Ghana card, and put it in, and it has given you the size. Okay, so you can use a paint to edit or update your picture and then put it there. Okay, all right, then let's talk about the how to assign the, how do you call it, the picture. Do we have a picture? Let me see if I have a picture in my pictures. I don't think I have, so I'll head on to here, say picture, passport, picture. So I can say student picture. So student picture like this. Okay. All right. So let's say this is a teacher. This is a teacher. So I just click on it and let me use this one. Yeah. I save it in my pictures. So I've saved it. I pin the folder. And then I edit it. Open with paint. Open with paint. So I just draw something like this. Paste. Save it. Okay. Then I click on it, or you can just drag it. I click on it, come here, click on it, open it. So right now we have our picture over here. So I will go out and use the same user to log in, and you see it. So I'll just open the software like that. Tutorial user, and then tutorial user, password. Okay, so that is it. Display general dashboard on user next login. Okay, so I'll choose that and then open the dashboard so that the next time I open it, it comes straight. So this is tutorial user, tutorial group. Okay, and then the school is Aledin Tutorial School, and this is the picture of the user. All right. So because we created a new school, you see it's giving me invalid activation detected, even though it is licensed. If you see this, then it means that you will not be able to run some important reports, because the software will think that you are using using the software to manage another school, which is not allowed. Okay, so here what you can do is you contact Aledin. All right, you contact Aledin, and then Aledin System will get back to you with proper activation. Okay, so what can we do now? We can go to administration, and then I have to click on validate software. But before I do that, I need to, Aledin will have to do something for it to be activated. All right, so let me see, let me do it right now then. So software validated. So Aledin has given a code for the user to enter. Okay, so right now it should be activated. Okay, so we'll go out and then we come in. So log in with tutorial user. There you go. So checking activation status, activated for this school. So you see it is now activated for Aledin tutorial school, and we have the user over here, tutorial user, tutorial group, and we don't have any enrollment. We have in the academic year 2025-2026, and we are in term 1, so ready for action. We've been able, let me check the list, we've been able to do all these create user groups, create stuff for employees from users. Yeah, okay, so now we are continuing. We are going to create class names. We are going to create class names. So I believe this user will be able to create a class name because he had been given all privileges. Yes, he's been given all privileges. So let's go ahead and then create class names. Class names are just the class 1, class 2, or grade 3, grade 4, and all that. So these can be customized, okay, to suit your school. You don't need to use the default ones. Of course, we have default ones in it. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and then do it. So we go to general options here, then under the select option name, we select class name here. Okay, so we have this form here. Okay, and then let me see, these are all the classes we have created in the system. Okay, you can choose any of them, but you can also create your own by putting, let's say, grade 1. Okay, grade 1, let me see. So grade 1. So I just want to look at the formats. So let's say grade 1, then I'll say G1. Okay, yes, so you can put any note here if you wish, and that is all. You just click on create and it will create the class name for you. So we have created grade 1. Let's go ahead and create another. So we'll put grade 2, then we say grade 2, and then we create. So here we have created 2 class names, and when you click on here and then you search for it, grade 1 and 2, so grade 1, you see, so we have them. So you can use this in creating the real classes. So these are just names, class names. Okay, all right, so we've been able to create class names. Next is create classes for the academic year. Okay, so we are going to create classes for the academic year. So how do we do that? We are already in academic year 2025 in the system 1. So we are going to create classes for that academic year. In any academic year, you create the classes once, but the terms you can create them. You can create 3 terms, or you can create 2 semesters according to the educational system in your country. Okay, all right, so here we go to administration. We are going to create classes for this academic year and term. All right, so after clicking the administration, this is the form that comes. All right, this form we have school, class, and term. And don't forget, tutorial user has been granted all the permissions, all the access, okay, to do all the things in the system. All right, so we go to classes, okay, and then you click to start creating a new class. All right, when you click it, you see the academic year has come here. Then the class number, because we are going to create grade 1, we'll say 1, okay, and then the class we select grade 1, okay. If there are too many, you can just come here and type it there. So grade 1, you can double click on it. Yep, that's it. So you are done, grade 1. All right, so we have for this class we have the coordinator, so we are going to coordinate this class, okay. So we can say the head teacher is Lysander Chelsea, and then the class teacher, do we have any class teacher? I don't know. So features, okay, of that class, the departments of that class, so you can put it there. Tutorial user, okay. All right, so that is the class feature. I've used the same person, I've used the same user, okay. All right, so after doing that, then I say create. You should see class created successfully. If not, then your you need to do one or two things to check it out. So this is the class, the system class name. It has given it gr125 grade 1. You see that, okay, and it has given it a class code, okay. All right, so that is it. That is it. Okay, so you have created the class, right? Good. Now we have created a class. We need to create the first term for each class, okay. So all the classes that you create, you need to create the terms in it. So if you have 3 terms, you have to create 3 terms for the class within a class, okay. But because of we are still in term 1, we have created only we will create only term 1, okay. How do you do that? Okay, you go to administration, then you go to term, okay, then you click start to create new class term. When you do that, it will populate it here for you. It knows that it's term 1 and the session name is term. Of course, I told you you can have semester, trimester, and all that, but it knows that it's term, and then it is term 1, okay. All you need to do here is click here and select the class code, or you can just click here and you see the class code there. So you say grade 1 and your class name will come for you to put it there, okay. All you need to do, that is it. Then the calendar, you see, the calendar is using the academic year details you created automatically, okay. So you don't need to do anything here. And then the subject, what subject are they going to do? Have you seen? So you can choose up to 12 subjects, okay, but here is for assessment. We don't need to go into that. Probably you know how to do that. You see, you select the number you want, then the code that you want. Have you seen? Yeah, something like that. But you don't need to do this right now. Then assessment, yeah, demotion, promotion. So promotion class grade 1. When they are being promoted, they go to grade 2. Demotion, they can even stand, they can be repeated. So that is it. Then assessment system, as I told you, we will do this in another tutorial. Teacher, let's say this, okay, visualization, yeah, okay. So then you click on create. See, term created successfully, and the system has created term name for you. Okay, so these are used for system, using the system. Okay, very simple. So you have created the term 1. Okay, you have created term 1. All right, so here we've been able to create classes. We'll be able to create the first term. Okay, yeah, so that is it. We've created school, we've created user, we've created classes, we've created the terms. Now what we need to do is to create students or register student, enroll student in the first class term that we have created. You create school fees and all that. Okay, all right, so create students or register students. This is very interesting. We have 2 ways in which we can create or register students in the system. One is by creating or register students one by one on the registration forms. The second one is by using Excel, that is bulk registration. Okay, so you need to have all the you need to generate Excel sheets and fill them with the details of the students, and then you upload. Okay, so we're going to do them. All right, we're going to do them. Create students one by one. Let me see. So create students or register students. So how do we go about that? So when the dashboard comes, we go to registration, or you go to file, new, register students. It's the same thing. Okay, all right, so you go to registration. The registration forms load. This is it. All you need to do is to determine whether the ID for the student is going to be system generated or you are going to put it there. Some of the schools, they have their ID, they have IDs for students already. Okay, they just are putting all of them in the system, so you can put them here. Some of them, they have something like you have something like DF stroke something stroke 2020 20 stroke, let's say 7. They have something like that. That is if you want to use manual. You have to select manual. Okay, if you want the system to generate it for you, you can do that. All right, okay, so here we want the system to generate for us, so we have selected the system. Okay, all right, then we put a last name. We say last, so we can put last name 1, then first name 1. Okay, so last name 1, first name 1. Okay, all right, middle name, this is name order. Okay, so L stands for the last name. Okay, L stands for the last name, F stands for middle first name, and then the last is the middle name. So this is how you want it to appear on their reports or any document that you want to put the names of the student there. Okay, all right, so that is the so here it means if I have middle name 1, then it means that the name will be last, that is last name 1, first name 1, middle name. Okay, something like that. And we have different ones too here you can select. Let's say this is a male, and then yeah, the enrollment status close and open. Open means that he or the student being registered is open for enrollment. If it is closed, then it means that the person has been enrolled already. Okay, yeah, something like that. Okay, so after this you go to academics. So the term, okay, the term you are registering the student. So 1 class is being put in grade, let's say grade 1. Okay, and academic year is 2025 2026. All right, okay, so here is day student and previous school and class, it doesn't matter. Current class, so current class, let's make it grade 1 because he's going to grade 1. Yeah, so that is it. That scholarship, health, so that is it. So make sure you fill out here. Okay, no medical conditions, sickling, no allergy, Gary and Kenke, special diet, jollof rice. See, the lefty, if it's a lefty, put it here. The complexion down quite, yes, high, let's say what, 1 meter, 1.3, the weight, let's see 30. Yeah, so guardian, so are the guardian, the parent, you can put it here. Okay, demographic, social life, so you can fill in all that. All right, okay, so here what you do is you click on register. When you click on register, you see student registered successfully. Okay, so this is how you register a student. So you see last name comes first name and then middle name, so LFM. Okay, if I choose, let's say this FML, and I update this, so first ML, have you seen something like that? So it has changed. So update, student updated successfully. So this is the student's ID, system generated. Okay, yeah, and then that's the name of the student, and then we need to assign a picture. Okay, maybe we can get a picture from the net. This guy can be a good student, so let's do the same to that guy. Okay, so I right click and open with paint. I crop it. Yeah, save. Yeah, let's say PNG. Let's save it as a P. Want to continue? Yeah, okay, let me minimize this. So here I click here and then look for, where is that guy? Didn't do something well. Let me see, let me do it again and see. or maybe I put it somewhere. So open with paint. Oh, I saved it here, PPT. Okay, no worries. I'll put it here. Save as PNG. DDD. Okay, so DDD is here. Yeah. Okay, so I'll just click here. Or you can also drag. Yeah. You can also drag. So either you double click and it comes here, or you open the picture, then you drag. Have you seen? Yeah, it's saved. Or you can just drag this. You see, it's saved. Okay, so that is it about okay, it's a duplicate here. So when I click, if I want to find this student, I've closed it. I just go to registration again, go to search for student, and I'll search for first name. See, then I'll double click it, and then here we are. Yeah, so I want to create another person by using manual ID. So what I'll do is I'll click on new registration, manual ID, and I'll put a manual ID there. Let's say AL stroke 2025 2. So that is it. Then last name is last name 2, then first name 2, middle name 2. Maybe this is a lady. Yes, then class is going to grade 1, current class grade 1. You can fill any other, and then you see register. So you can go through to see register. Student registered successfully. Okay, when I close this form and I come again to search for that student, I click here or here. Okay, the first time I clicked here, let me click here. I click here and I say LN. Yes, so that is it. Maybe I forgot to put the picture there, so what I will do is I'll just go back here. All right, and I'll just do the same to this image. I save it there, open it, then I edit it, right click and go to paint, and then I do like this. I paste it here and I save it. So I can just drag this one here. Yeah, so right now that is it. So anytime I want to search for this student, I go here, then I say L name. It's there already. Okay, so that is it. This is the admission letter. Let me see if we have something interesting. Admission. Let's see. Yes. So this is the admission letter for this particular girl. Okay. Yes. And all these things are customizable, so you can change them. All right, you can change even the heading in the system. You can change the wording here. the conditions, you can change them in the settings. Okay, and this is the administrator. That's for head teacher, has the signature in the system already. Okay, yeah. So academic year 2025 2026, session term 1. Okay, and then so that is it. You can change all these things. So when you close it and you go to the settings over here, you should be able to change all these things. Okay, you should be able to change all these things. So let me see if I change this to offer of admission and I save the settings and then come to admission letter here, preview, see offer of admission. Okay, so it's there. And you can also print for that guy. Let me see, last name. Let me see if it will come. You see, so that's it. That's the name, that's the ID. Okay, all right. So now we've been able to register the student one by one, but what about bulk student registration? You can go to registration again, or you can go to tools, and you should find it somewhere here and see import student. That is import student. Okay, something like this. Or you can go to registration and click on import more students. Okay, the same forms come, right? So we have the academic year, then the class. I would say we are doing for grade 1 term 1. All students are in this class. Yeah. Okay, and then I say the system is going to generate an Excel sheet for you. Okay, so in order for you to do bulk student registration, you go to registration, then you go to import students, more students from Excel. Okay, so you click on it and then you click here to generate the sheet. Okay, I've already done that. So we'll just go to where it is. That's desktop. That is new student temp. Yes, so we open it and then you make sure you populate the details of the student there. So all of them are in current class, grade 1, and then these are the gender and first name, last name. Okay, you can fill in as much details you want or you have, and then you make sure you have the last name, first name, gender, class. That's the current class. Then you move all the way to academic year, very important, and admission term, important, admission status, registered, important. Okay, and then you move on to class admitted to, the same, grade 1, then student type, day student. Yeah, so that is it. So you make sure some of the office suites, some of them are not compatible with the software, but I'm sure any office before 360, office 360, you should be able to work with that. Okay, so if you don't have that, if you're unable to generate the sheet from the system, then you need to build this Excel sheet and populate it, noting the names of the columns. Okay, yes, if you miss out the columns, then some of the details will miss out and go under different column. Okay, all right, so once we have this, then we are ready to import it into the system. So I will show you how to do that. Before you do that, you just click on student registration here, and then you say import student from Excel sheet 1. All of them are on sheet 1, so you continue, and then you look for the file. So this is the file. You open it, and you open it, you see they are all here. Okay, so last name, first name, gender, class. Then you can go through so we have admission status, yeah, class admitted into. Yep. So once you are done, you just click on save student and say what you're about to do cannot be reversed unless deleted one after the other. Okay, so for instance, if you have about 500 students and you are uploading all of them, so you've got to keep that in mind, and then you click yes. Imported student successfully. Okay, so the same thing if you want to import users, you just go to users and then you click on import users, and then you go to import users from Excel, and then you click continue, and then you look for the file. But first of all, let's look at the file is. So we open it. Yeah, so this is it. So we have the last name, first name, middle name, user group, gender, email, contact, employee type, and 10. Okay, so these are the details. So if you have more users, you can put them here, the details, all of them here, and then you'll be able to upload them straight away. So close it, and then we select it, and then we click open, and it has come over here. Okay, so they are all the editorial group, and then all that. Yeah, so after you're done, you just click on save users, you click yes, and then they are registered in it. So now let's see if what the students and then the users we uploaded, they are in the system. So you go to registration, and then you click on search for students. Oh, you can see, so they are here. 3, yeah, 4, 5, 6, they are all here. Okay, they're all here. So you can select one, let's say 6. Yeah, so it's here. So then you can put the images there. Okay, so we click, we close, and then we go to users, and then we go and search for those two. So they are here, so you can just click here, and then they are here. Yeah, this and this. Okay, so that is it. We've been able to do all these things, create, and the last one we did was able to create student, a registered student. But then I wanted to show you how to use the Excel to do bulk registration of users and then students. So I guess we going on, we are doing well. So next we're going to enroll students in the first class terms. So we're going to enroll students in the first class term. So how do we do that? Let me, yes, so enroll student, we are going to enroll students there. Okay, so anytime you want to do enrollment, you go to enrollment, but you make sure you want the current term and then the current academic year. The total enrollment for this academic year and term is 0. We have not done any enrollment in it, so we are going to begin. So you either go to file, new, and you go to student enrollment here, or on the dashboard you can just click on enrollment. Okay, so that is it. We have these students, how many? We have 8 students who are not enrolled, but they have been registered in the system. Okay, so what you do here is you browse for the class term that you want to enroll students in. So you can either click here. So if you have many class terms, you have them here. Okay, yeah, or you can just click here, and then that's the code for the grade 1 term 1. Okay, all right, so you click, you select it, and then you see it here, 25, 26, grade 1 term 1, and all that. Okay, so we are going to enroll students here. So what we do, we want to enroll students from the students that we use Excel sheet to register them. Okay, or otherwise you can just double click here, and then they will come here, and then you click on enrollment. So you can just double click here, and then they will come. You double click, and then they will come. You double click, 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 you double click. So that is one way, and then you click on what? Enroll. Okay, but there's another way. Okay, you can also select from previous class, but here we don't have any previous class from or previous term from so far as 2025 2026 is concerned. So we click here, look up for class terms to import 8 students. So when you click here, this form will come. We have 2 ways. So you can import from the previous class, so import student from previous class, or import student from students who have been just imported by the system, that is through the Excel. Okay, so what we do is that we can just click this one, import student from student who have been just imported by the system. So we click on that, and this one will come. Okay, this one will come. And then we can say let's say grade 1. Yeah, so they are all grade 1s. Okay, that's admitted class. And then we also have these 2 over here. So what we do, we can just click here to put all of these names over here. Okay, so like that. Okay, all right, you can also click here and then say previous class. So we can select from any class by browsing. So we can just go back to, let's say, 2019 2020 term 1. You see, so you can just click here, and then we populate here from that class. Have you seen? Yeah, but we are not going to do that. We'll just click here, import student from currently 1, and then we click OK. We click select, yeah, and then all of them will come here. Then we say enroll. So we have 8 how do you call it, 8 students. So say enroll. When you click on enroll, you see it is enrolling. Yeah, it is done. So right now we have 8 students in grade 1. Okay, how do we know? When we click here, we will see it's 8 students. Yeah, 8 students. when you even go to daily register to go and check, and you select the class, you see we have 8 students. Then you can mark attendance for, but we are not into attendance right now, so we just close this. Okay, so we have just enrolled students in the first class terms. Okay, all right, so now we are going to create school fees accounts for the current term. School fees account for the how do you call it, for the current class term. Okay, when it comes to accounting, there are so many ways to go about it just to make your work more easier. Okay, so here in Aledin Systems, we have 3 main accounts that you need to create to help you or to assist you in your school fees for the student. So the first one is you create the school fees itself. Okay, and then the second one, you make sure you create creditors account. Okay, so these are the account that you are going to need for the school fees. Okay, so you create school fees for that term, then you create creditors for that term, and then you create discount fees for the school fees, okay, for the student. So what this means is that when you create the school fees for a class, okay, all those students in that class will have that particular school fees to pay. Okay, and then you can also use a feature in the system to add additional or unique fee items for each student. Okay, so for instance, if I am buying books, if a student is buying books, you can bill him separately, okay, and add it to the school fees. Okay, the creditor's school fee, this creditor's account is when a student is able to pay his fees and even more than the fee, so that if the school fee is, let's say, 100 and he's been able to pay 150, then it means that you have to pay, the system will put the 50 series or dollars in the creditor's account. Okay, so it means that the student is having credit, so the following term he can use that credit to offset some part of the school fees for that term. And then discount, some students, they don't need to pay all the fees, or they are exempted from paying school fees, then you have to give discount, and all discounts they are liability to the school, so you need to know how much is being held, okay, when it comes to discount, or how much you are losing. Okay, yes, so these accounts are going to help us manage school fees for the school. So create school fees account for the current term. As I told you, we're going to create 3 accounts: school fees, creditors, and discount. And after that, we activate the school fees. Okay, all right, so let's get started. So to get started, we click on masters here. So manage, you click masters here. Remember, we have given access to this user to be able to do all tasks in the system. Okay, so here we say start new account creation. When you click on it, you come here and then you say if what you are looking for is not there, okay, then you can come here and create it. So you can say school fees. Okay, it's not there. Okay, so you just click on the small green button, plus button here, to add it. Okay, And then the account you are creating school, let's say fees for 2025. Okay, so that is the school fees, so that all those who are paying fees that particular term, okay, will go there. So we can say even term 1. Okay, you can even say term 1. So in order not to make it yeah, so that is it. All right. Okay, then short name you can say school fees 25 term 1. Income. And then the base account, the school fees is an asset, okay, of the school. So you select assets, and this involves student, so you click that, and then that's all you need to do. You don't worry about this. Okay, and then you click on create a new account. So account successfully created. All right, so we have created one of the accounts. Let's go on and create a discount. So let's say start new account creation. Okay, so we have fees discount. Okay, fees discount, or we can create a new one and say that is school fees discount. Okay, and then it's not there, so we click on this to create it, then okay, and then we say school fee discount 2025 term 1. Okay, so something like this I think we'll do. All right, then we give it a short name, so it says school fee discount 25 T1 as the short name. And discount is a liability to the school, so we select liability, and then it involves student good, and then we add it. Okay, and then it's left with one account, that is let's see if it's the credited, but we'll make it school fees creditors. Okay, so plus we add it, then here we say school fees creditors, then school fees creditors. Creditors, this is also a liability. This is also a liability. Creditors, it's also a liability, so we add it. Involve student, we add it. Okay, so account created successfully there. All right, so right now we can query for how do you call it, account. So these are the accounts we have in the system. So we just created school fees creditors 2025 T1, school fees discount, school fees. Have you seen? Yeah, something like that. All right, so that is it. We have just created school fees account. Then let's activate school fees accounts. So after creation, all you need to do is to go to the quick settings here, and then you go to smart account, and then you make sure school fees is set to school fees 2025 term 1. The student credit is set to school fees creditors 2025 T1, then discount this. Okay, don't worry about the rest. And then we say save and close. So we've been able to create a school fees account, and we'll be able to activate school fees account. Then we move on to the 15. The 15 says create first term school fees for class term. So we are going to create school fees for the first term in grade 1. Okay, yeah, so have you seen total enrollment is 8 now? Okay, so we go to fee setup. Okay, go to fee setup, and then we select the class. You know, you can also browse for it like that. See, all right, and then we have a whole lot here, and you can also create all these things. Okay, you can also create all these things, but to make it simpler, you have tuition fee. You select it, and then you say it's 500. Add to fees, yes. Applies to which student or all. Other one. Subtotal is normal, yes. Okay, and then we click on add fees. Okay, add fees. So add fees. You may go ahead and select another and say utility. Okay, utility, you can say you're paying 60. Add to fees, yes. Normal, yeah. Add. Okay, so that is it. So we have 560, and 560 is here. Okay, you can continue to create more. Okay, you can say you can even put notes. All right, how like you do it, and then let's say printing fee is, let's say 12 cedis, and then you add it. See, you see the order keeps changing. Okay, so like that's it, it keeps changing. And then what we have here, the normal, subtotal, grand total, and all the maybe to be in advanced form. So maybe we'll take that in another tutorial, but for now let's talk about the normal, and be okay. So 572 for each student in this class. All right, okay. So for instance, if you need to add something or some bill, if you want to build a student in that class, okay, maybe he's having an arrears, okay, it's not paid. Okay, for let me try and run some reports, maybe the bill reports. If you want to run bill for the student in that class, you go to reports, and then you go to accounts, and then you go to under the select reports, you go to student bill. We have student bill by student, by term. So you select by term, and then the term code. So what is the term code? So you click here, and then that is it. Grade 1 is there, and then the bills, you can have 1 on a bill, 1 page, 2 students on a page, 3 students on a page, 4 on a page. Okay, so that you can tier them, all right, to save papers. All right, so you can just click on run account report, and then it comes like this. This is what we selected. This is what we selected. It seems this one did not appear, the 12. I don't know what we selected, but let me find out. Okay, so fee setup. Oh, okay, nothing is there. Okay, so as we have selected it, we have clicked in it, you can as well delete it. Okay, so it's removed, and then you can put in, let's say, printing fee 12 another, and then we add it. So right now we have printing fees there. Okay, so let's go back to our report and account, and then by term 4 students on one page. Then we have to select the class term, then run account report, and then we have it over here. So printing fee 12 for all of them. So you can go to the next, okay, to the end, and even you can, you know that it's 4570, right? Okay, so you can tier here and give to them. You can make it 2 on a page like this, or 1 on a page, or 3 on a page, depending on the list. Okay, then you try and do that. All right. Okay, we have seen that all of them are having the same, but if I want to bill one of the students separately, then I'll have to there is a feature in it. You go to preferences, then you go to unique student optional fee items. So when you go there and you select, let's say, F4, okay, F4 is in grade 1. He's supposed to pay 572, but then you are adding a debit balance of, let's say, 30, okay, and then the narration is, let's say, is arrears, okay, is arrears, right? Then you can add it here. Okay, so after that, his bill is 1602, has come to 602. And maybe there is another, let's say, F5. You want to give him okay, you want to give him a discount of, say, 50%. Okay, so 50%, you say discount. All right, then you say add, and right now we have 286 because of the discount, and like that. So you do that. All right. Okay, so when you finish and you run the report, account, students bill by term, you select the class, and let's say you put 4 students on one, and we run the report. Yes, we have something like this. So just having 572, 572, but then when it comes to the fourth one, it says arrears debit balance, so 30, okay, 602. If you don't want the debit balance to appear, you can go to the quick settings and go to the smart account. It is there, it's an option, you can just check it out. Then this will not come, but whatever you put here will come. 602. I think, remember, we give a certain student 50% discount, so that one too is here. F5, so that is it, 286. so you can give this to your student. All right, okay, let's let me see what we have. So we have created school fees. So let's do some payment. So pay student fees for some student. So that's what we're going to do now. Let's see, let's do some payments. Okay, before that, let me run some reports for you. Reports, accounts, and then due fees by term. Let me see this one. Then you select this and you run it. This is per one page per person. So that is it. Then the next person is the next person. F5, okay, supposed to pay this. Is the next person. 572, the next person. 602 because it's having another fee, 30 cities. Okay, so you can give this one by one to them, or you can do fees by term. You can just run those reports for the term, and then it will give you something like this. Okay, so something like this. You can print it out and then have a look at it, and then all right, there is another report too, which is fee statistics. When you click fee statistics, let's run and see. Fee statistics, yes. So if you have more classes, it will show you, okay, to show you total debits, okay, overall other net fees, this. So that is it. So for this class, the total fees you were expecting is 54576. Then total other net fee minus 256, and then total fee collect. So you are to collect 4,320, and none has been paid. Okay, total fees due, percentage due fees. So you are yet to collect 100%. Okay, so if you have more classes, all of them will come, and at the end it will give you the fee statistics over here. Okay, that is great. The Ghana cedis over here can be changed. Okay, that is if you go to quick settings, and then you go to smart account, and then you go to dollars. So that is AU dollars. Okay, and then here we have the cent. I think we have the cent and cent. Okay, cent. Yeah. So that is it, and then move to report, account, and then we run the fees statistics. Let's run it and see. So right now we have the Aussie dollar. Okay, so all amounts are in all dollars, Aussie. See, that is it. Okay, now let's pay some school fees. Anytime you want to pay fees, you use transactions. So you can go to file, new, and where is it? Transactions. Is it financial transactions? Yeah, this one. So that is the interface. Or you go to the dashboard and point to transactions, click on it, and here you are. Okay, so to start, we are paying money. Students are paying, so the school is receiving. So we click on receiving, and of course we're going to collect fees. So collect fees. Okay. After that, then you select the class, or you can just simply type the name here. Let's say FN3. Oh, FN3. Yes. So here we just click on it. Just click on it. Okay, so we click on it. LN3. Let me see. Okay, so you select click on the name, and then you select on the term that you want. Okay, so that is the name, overall net. Yes, so here too we have manual and system generated. So I'll put it, right now you know what manual and system generated numbers are, so we put it there. So that's the payment voucher. The number will come here. So how much am I paying? I am paying, let's say 400. I put the 400 there. When I finish, I press enter. Okay, and I press enter. The amount to be transferred here for it to be paid. Okay, so if I put, like, let's say 600 and I enter, yes, so here I have put, you see, it didn't allow you to put more than that amount. So here we have 572. Okay, we have 572. So let's say I am paying everything, and this is the narration. It has put it there for you, by cash, by check, or any other mode of payment. Then bank details, that is if you selected check or something like that, then there will be enabled for you, but this one is cash, so it's not there. And then we click on pay. Okay, so pay now. You have chosen to use system generated receipt number for the transaction. See this, because this is enabled, that is why this alert is coming. But if you don't want the alert, you can just put it up. Okay, so yes, is the payment amount 572 correct? If not, then I have to go back. But yes, I'm paying all. So student fee payment entry is successful. Could not load file, or okay, that this has got to do with SMS, the SMS. Okay, binding login is turned off. Okay, all right. There's no serious message. It has got to do with SMS. All right. Okay, so let's see, because of that message, let's see how we're going to manage it. Let's see whether we were successful in paying the amount. Can we search from here? So it's actually paid. Okay, it's actually paid. And then I click on print receipt voucher and see. All right, so that is it. Here we see a receipt, a payment voucher. Okay, paid Tuesday today. then the time is there, the amounts, yeah, $572 is also here, and the name of the account. So all the fees you are paying, they are going into this account, school fees 2025 T1. Okay, and total payable other net. So total paid is this, so it doesn't have any more to pay, so you can print this one out for the person. We have format for the receipt, so this is the one that came was normal. Now the paper, so when you click it, is POS. Let's see if the POS will come. So yes, so this is the POS one. Okay, so you can print for the person, and then when you click it again, full large page, when you click it, then it comes, you can print for the person. Yes. Okay, all right, so now let's do some more payments. Transactions, and we are receiving, we are collecting fees, and we are let's see, 5 and 7. Let's say 5 and 7. So I click on that, and then let me see this one. Okay, so this lady here want to pay. So another way of doing it is putting the amount here. So maybe here I'm paying 250, and here I'm paying like 20, and here I'm paying 10. All right, when I finish, I just click on raw total fee, so that means I'm paying 280. Okay, 280. Then I click on pay now, choose system. I take this one from there and I say pay now. That's it. Yes, yes. And then because of that error, I cannot print the receipt, but when I do a query, I know that that is a correct and not fraudulent receipt. Then I can print it. If I make any changes here, it will not allow me to print. So I've made a payment of 280 and it's left with 292. Okay, all right, so you can pay for the person. All right, so let's see. Yeah, there's the guy with discounts. Yeah, let's see here. Seven, we paid something. Is it 3 that we paid? Okay, so for LN3 we have paid. When we come here, it says due amount. I don't have any due amount here, so I've paid everything here. So what I don't owe here, balance is 0. Okay, let's check F5. Yeah, balance is 286. So when you put it here, and put another one here, is it the one with the discount? I'm sure. Which one did we pay right now? Maybe we'll be, let's query from here and see. This one. Yeah, this one. Okay, So here, because we paid 250, it is left with 250. Because we paid 20, is it 20? I think 60. It was 60, we paid 20. So now it's left with 20. It's left with this paid 20, balance 20. Okay. And then here we have we've paid 10. Okay, so we have, okay, let me put it here, 250 balance. Okay, I'm supposed to pay it's left with 250, so I have to pay 250 here, and here I have to pay 20. Yeah, I have to pay 20. I paid 20, and balance is 20. And here, what happened? Paid 10. Balance is -8. Yeah. Okay. So let's run some reports for things to be clearer here. Okay. So go to account, and then we go to due phase, and then we select this. Then we run the report and see. Okay. All right. So we have made 2 payments. So that is done. So that is it. That is the due fee by 10. So you see, the first one we have paid everything. The second one we paid 280. So we're left with this. This was a discount, and this was an arrears. So it's still like that. Okay. All right. So let's say we have this term is ending, and we need to give out bills, so that when they are coming next term, they will use that bill in paying. Okay. All right. So what we will do now is so right now we've paid some fees. So run some report. I think we have done that, and then create second term for each class. So because we have to send the bill to the student, that is the second term bill, we need to create second term for each of the classes and enroll the same in the classes. Okay, and then we'll create another account, school fees account, for the second term, and then we activate it, and then we create second term school fees for the class terms, and then we print the bills for them, and then you repeat the process from time to time. Okay, so very handy. So here, because this term is ending and some of the students have paid, some of them have not paid, we need to send out bills. We need to create second term classes in the system, and then enroll the student in it, and then set up fees for second term. Okay, and then we print the bills for them. Okay, so that when they are coming the second term, they bring it. That's what they will use to pay their fees. I hope you understand. All right, so very simple. The next is create second term for each class. So we go to administration, and then we go to term, and then we click start to create new term. Then you select your class code. But first of all, before you do these things, okay, before you do, let me close this. Before you do these things, the system knows that it is taking care of term 1. Okay, so what we need to do is that we need to first go to option to go and create details for the academic year and then the second term. Okay, so here we select term date, and then we click lookup, and then we click this one, the first term. But here, watch, don't change anything except the 1 to 2. Okay, with the same details. Okay, so when you finish it like that, then you click on create. Okay, after creating, then you go to quick settings, then you go to current term. So now you are going to change it to second term, that term 2. Okay, so that the system will know that we are managing term 2. Okay, all right, so term 2, you see it has changed, term 2, and then here we have 0. And then you go to the next is creating the class, how do you call it, the term 2 class for that class. Okay, all right, so you go to term, then you go to start to create new class term, you select the class code. You see, when I click start to create new, so see, because the system knows that it is managing term 2, it has brought for term 2 details. Okay, and then you just select the class code, and then you say create. Okay, so term created successfully. Next is that you have to go to enrollment, select the term 2. So right now this is term 2. Select the term 2, and then try and import student from the term 1 into this. So we'll click here. When we click here, automatically the term 1 will come here. Then you select it, the same student will come, then you enroll them. So you are enrolling a student from the term 1 into the term 2. Okay, so we are done now. Next is we are going to, so we have created a term 2 and enroll the student in the term 2, right? So let's color them. So here we are going to create school fees account for the current class term. Okay, as we did for the first term, we are going to do for, so that you can just put all the payment in the first term. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, if you like, you wouldn't create another school fees account for this current term, but you know, we want to be sure how much money was paid last term, how much money was paid this term, and even the following term, so that it helps us in accounting for the money. You understand? So here we'll do the same thing. We'll create account for the second term. So we'll start the creation. You know, we have school fees already, so I will query for the school fees for term 1, but this time around I'll make it term 2. Make here term 2. Okay, and then I will create it. So create it. All right, then I will query, I'll say start new, and then put discount here, and then query for the discount. But this time around I'm going to change the T1 to 2 and here to 2, and then I'll create it. Last one, so start new account, that's for the creditors. I'll query for the credited as the creditors, but what I'll do is I'll change this to 2. I'll change this to 2, and then I'll create it. So I've created 3 accounts right now, and then I'll close it, go to quick settings. Why? Because I want to make the account the current how do you call it, so school fees T2, creditors T2, discount T2. Okay, and then okay. All right, so after this, let me see, create school fees account. So we have created a school fees, and now we have also activated the school fees in the quick settings. Okay, and then create second term school fees for the class. Yes, of course. Let's go to fee setup. We select the term 2 1, and then we put in fees and all that. But you know, we can import from the previous class, so we can select, click here, go to term 1, click it. This is the fees for term 1, and let's say import above fee structure to what? To the term 2. See, then we say click to assign. Fees was successfully imported, so we have imported it into this. Okay, if you want to make some changes, you can click in it and say make this one like 520, and make this one like make this 520, and then you update it. Okay, you go to here, and then you want to make it like 50. You can update it here. Yeah, and then here you want to make it like 25. So you can update it here. Okay, so 595. Okay, the Aussie dollars, you know. So that is it. Okay, so after this, as you are in term 2, then you run your bills, you run the reports. So here you come to student bill by term, but this time around you are in term 2, so you run it. So when you run it, you will see the difference. Okay, all right, so you see the first one has its debit balance brought forward. Okay, you didn't pay any, but this one paid some, so it brought 92, 292 here. I think this one paid all, so he's having the current fees. This one didn't pay the 602, so it has brought it forward and added to the term 2. Okay, yes, when you move on, it's like that. So 858, you see, you didn't pay all. This one too, you didn't pay the 572, the same thing, the same. So it was only one person who paid everything, and we are expecting $8,800 this term around. So this is how you run your bills. I would advise that anytime you want to do a major operation in the system and you are not sure, please do a backup. You can do a backup by going to preferences, manage server, and databases, and then you say backup database, and then you can put it anywhere you want. Okay, so if anything goes wrong, then you can go to the same place, but this time around you use what, restore, and then you go and pick them up. Okay, so here is one, and yeah, then you do it. Okay, so let me see on the list. So we created this, we created the second term, we printed the fees for them, and then you can repeat the process. You understand? So you repeat the process, continue to term 3, and on and on. So I would like to thank you very much for staying up with me throughout this tutorial. If you have any question, please don't hesitate to put it under the comments. I'll come around and answer you. If you are not clear with anything, I'll just answer you there. And in the system also, we have tutorials. We have tutorials. You can go to display video tutorials. Aside the one on YouTube, you also have this. Even though it's under development, you can still have access to some of them. Here you have how to create subjects, to show you how to create subjects. Videos that can help you to do certain tasks. Okay? So we have SMS over here, examination, election, school report, payroll. So this is how to go about payroll in the system, to show you how to do that. And then when it comes to introduction here shows you how to do most of the things I've talked about, but to show you how to create school activate and all that. Then when it comes to
Good day, everyone. You are welcome.
You have how to register students, to show you then how to register staff, here to show you how to assign teachers to classes. That one to show you how to do all of that. Then how to enroll students in classes, it also show you. And then how to create school fees account, it will also show you how to do that. So it is up to how to create school fees account. So the rest I will if I see the need to do that, I will try as much as possible to continue the tutorial by going through the rest. How to set up the default, how to set up school fees, how to manage individual student fees items, how to create notes for something redundant, how to collect student school fees, how to manage school fees defaulters, how to statistically analyze school fees. I think we've done that. Then the part 4, I think the part 4 is assessment, so we'll do that in another video. Thank you very much for staying with me throughout. It shows that you are very keen in understanding whatever is going on in Aledin School Time. And please don't hesitate to send me a message to info@aledinsystems.com, and then at the same time I'm going to upload this on YouTube, so you can comment, and then I'll come around and answer your questions. I hope this helps. In the meantime, I would like to sign off. Thank you very much for sticking out with me. God bless.